Hey guys, I'm Viper and welcome to a brand new video. And because the start of the F1 2016 season is upon us, hence this weekend, it's time for the preview videos to return to the channel. Yay! Obviously kicking it off with the Australian Grand Prix. However, the next race is the Bahrain one, which is kind of odd considering the 2016 calendar and how it goes. However, it should change up the races significantly considering we've got a new team, Haas F1, and also a couple of the teams have stepped up. In terms of who's going to be leading the championship this year, that's kind of a coin toss. Mainly between Mercedes and Ferrari, I'm sure. However, I expect to see Williams in the bunch as well this season. But in terms of the first race, obviously we never know. I'm hoping we get a lot better race than we did last year, which is obviously where we saw Hamilton win from Rosberg, and then there was like a 30-second deficit, I think it was, to Vettel in third. Obviously that deficit closed over the season. Obviously Vettel went on to get 3 wins last season, which was great for him, and obviously the Ferrari team, considering they didn't get a single win in 2014, and obviously the last one was in 2013, I believe it was Spain. So, what can we expect to see from this season? Well, obviously Mercedes and Ferrari will be fighting, that's for damn sure, but you can probably surely expect to see Rosberg being on form. I definitely think that Rosberg has a much better chance of winning the championship this year compared to last year. He's definitely been improving. Obviously we saw him improve quite a bit at the end of 2014. Sort of. 2015 was definitely his best year he's had so far. Obviously he nearly got close to winning the title in 2014, but he did quite well come the end of the 2015 season. Which is why for this season, I'm going to say for this race, anyway, the race opener in Melbourne, I'm going to say Rosberg on pole and Rosberg to win the race. Now I'm going to say Vettel's going to split the two Mercs, because I could personally believe that the deficit between Ferrari and Mercedes, it might look small. It should be small, in my opinion. That's what I think. So I think it'll be Rosberg takes pole, Rosberg wins, Vettel from second, Hamilton third, and then as for fourth and fifth, that's kind of decided between Force India, Williams and Red Bull, I believe. So I'm going to say, for this race, I'm going to say Perez fourth, Ricciardo 5th, Bottas 6th, if Massa finishes then 7th, then I'm going to say Verstappen 8th, but Alonso 9th, and in 10th place I'm going to say Grosjean. Now I go over the 11th to 22nd, but believe me, there's quite a lot of cars this year. But I'm expecting to see good things from Haas. Obviously with the Grosjean and Gutierrez lineup, it should be good. Obviously I expect to see the midfield pack include Manor. Yes, that's a shock horror for me to say, but I'm expecting Manor to be there. I don't mean that they'll be at the back marker, but I don't mean they'll be fighting every single race. So I expect that to happen. Probably this year sometime, but for this race I'm going to say Haas and Manor are going to be fighting with Renault, obviously. The midfield will be quite close. I don't believe anyone will be a back marker. However, that's kind of impossible since there's usually somebody who gets lapped in a race. So I'm just going to say, for the most part, to any team that's going to be lapped, it probably will be Manor, because even though they are going to be close to the pack this year, it's going to be interesting to see whether there's still obviously there'll probably still be a back marker, but not as much as they were last year, obviously, because they were using like a last year's spec engine. Obviously they're using up-to-date equipment. The team's improved a lot this year with a new colour scheme and so on. I believe Renault are in for good things this year, but again, I don't know what to say. It's kind of mixed at the moment. It's a bit of a coin toss, like I said at the beginning. And also with the lineup of K-Mac, so Kevin Magnussen returning to the sport, which is good news. It's good to see him back in the sport again as a driver. And also to see Jody and Palmer on his debut for Renault. This will be an interesting weekend for him, I'm sure. And I'm expecting good things from him. Obviously, I'm not expecting him to get a win or anything, but if he gets points, I'll be quite happy if he does. Like I said, Sauber, I'm hoping will step up over last year as well, as will McLaren. Like I said, I put them in the top 10, which is a surprise at the season opener, considering how bad they did last year. And, I don't even think any of the cars made it to the finish last year's race. I think Kevin Magnussen, who was driving for Alonso, was injured after pre-season testing. He obviously replaced Alonso and unfortunately didn't even make it to the grid because the car actually had an engine problem. And then I believe Button lost his turbo. so he didn't finish the race, or he might have done, I'm not sure. But then obviously they have a lot of season lows, so it'll be interesting because McLaren have said this season that they're going to step up their game, so the engine power is going to be a lot better. And this is going to put it to the test. Whether they'll do well or not, I don't know. But hopefully they can prove everybody wrong and go, yep, we are more stronger than we were last year and our reliability is more. Force India too, obviously, I definitely expect them to be fighting for podiums this season. But anyhow, that's been my predictions for the Australian Grand Prix. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new already. Make sure you leave your predictions for pole in the top 5 down in the comment section below. And until next time, I've been Viper Racing. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, ta-ra!